Rob Riggle, America's comedian. This is America's stadium right here. How appropriate is that name for the Rose Bowl Stadium?
I just wish I was wrapped in a flag, and that is an appropriate name for this, because I'm just sitting here looking at this. It's beautiful, and on the way up on the elevator, I was looking at all those old pictures. Like, there's so much history here. I get why they call it America's Stadium.
Yeah, the spirit of renewal and the spirit of the Rose Bowl. What thoughts do that evoke for you?
You know, whenever I think about I was a Midwesterner growing up, and so New Year's Day and the Rose Bowl, just synonymous. It was built in, and I always loved being. You know, I was in Kansas, and it would be freezing cold, and they would show sunny California. They'd show everybody in short sleeves, you know. All the coaches and the players and the people in the crowd were in short sleeves, and it was beautiful. And I'd always think of Hollywood and California and sunny California. And it was a wonderful little escape from my Midwestern cold to watch the Rose Bowl. And I was associated New Year's Day with the Rose Bowl. That was just the way it was.
So the Rose Bowl is responsible for your career?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. There was some Hollywood pull there, right? There had to be. If something deep inside me was like, get out, go to sunny California.
Yeah, it worked out well. Why is this place so important when it comes to our country's sports and entertainment experiences?
They don't make stadiums like this anymore. The stadium experience is different now. And it's different for a lot of reasons. And some of those are good reasons. It's not all bad, but it's just different. And we don't have classics like this. We don't have classic stadiums like this where there's so much history. That's one of the things. The history is fun. It is nice to have places that you can go to and know that the Raiders won a Super Bowl out here, or you know, there's been so many great Super Bowls. There's been so many great Rose Bowls. There's been Olympic competition held here. Also, when the stadium's full and the mountains are in the background, it's just gorgeous. And it is one of those rare bowl stadiums that you don't get anymore. Now it feels like it's, you know, corporate up top, you know, all these suites, and half of them aren't even watching the game. You're not even paying attention. Here, everybody's watching the game. The focus is not in your suite, it's outside your suite on the field. And I like that. I think that's how it should be.
Once she gets all dolled up, the Rose Bowl. Listen, there's been 5 Super Bowls here. Would you melt like the Wicked Witch if the Chiefs were to play a Super Bowl and win it at the Rose Bowl?
That would be. I have many happy memories recently from the Chiefs, and that would be just solid gold. If the Chiefs could win a Super Bowl on this field, forget about it. That's my New York and LA. Forget about it.
Do you remember the first time you were in here?
Yes, but it wasn't for a game.
What was it for?
I shot a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was the Colonel Sanders. I shot a commercial here down on the field. So I do remember being here for that. I also shot for Fox NFL. I shot some stuff, you know, some little bits down there as well.
Have you been here for a game or just watched it on TV?
Just watched it on TV.
Okay, well, we got to get you here for a game.
Well, I really want to come for a game. The one thing that sticks out in my mind is I do remember when I first moved here, about the first year I moved out west from New York, it was the year Vince Young won.
19 seconds, USC.
2006 Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
That was one of the best college games I've ever seen. And it came down to the wire, and it came down. Of course, it was in his hands. The ball was in his hands, and it was about a 10-yard run? 9 yard?
Yeah,
but it
4th and 9.
It felt like it was longer than that. Maybe it was the angle, but I don't know. It was just really special. I remember watching that and being just blown away by how intense it was. And then the setting. You know, the setting makes a difference. It really does. It's like any of the classic stadiums. Dodger Stadium, Arrowhead, Yankee Stadium. You know, someone hits a home run at Fenway over the wall. You know, that's different to me than hitting it somewhere else. I won't bag any other stadium, but there's something special about that.
What is it about this setting that stands out to you?
I think the history and the location. Southern California, it's very synonymous with Southern California. And the beauty, quite literally the beauty. The stadium itself is beautiful. It's a beautiful bowl that you don't see stadiums like this anymore. And then look at that mountain range in the background. Like, that is just gorgeous. You don't get that everywhere. So the setting, the history, I think those are the things that make me appreciate this place.
Okay, Terry Bradshaw said that if you close your eyes, this place will talk to you. So I want you to close your eyes and tell me what you hear.
Can't be right. That's. There must be some USC fans because they were saying there was there should have been a holding penalty on the Vince Young play. That can't be. That's got to be ghosts from the past. That's got to be what that is. That also says, "Go get me a beer." I'm hearing a lot. There's a lot of frequencies out here.
Interference.
Yeah, a lot of interference.
Are you doing a movie called Bad Man? Is that right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
Okay, so who's the baddest man you've ever seen here at the Rose Bowl?
It's got to be somebody, and believe me, I'm a Chiefs fan, so my love for the Raiders is not extensive.
Right.
But it's got to be somebody from that '77 Raiders team, Matuzak, or we're talking about a bad man.
Right. Alzado.
And there was a Lester Hayes. There was some that defense from the Raiders, and even the offense. The Snake and Casper and all those guys. Like, that was a rowdy bunch. That was
Shaw, Art Shell.
Bolitnikov and Branch. They just had everybody. I remember these names because they were all, in my opinion, they were all badasses.
Right.
They all had that look and that swagger. I don't know. I think those are some bad guys. Bad in a good way.
Rob Riggle.
Hey.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.